Okay, go to create and polygon primitives. Make sure it's polygon primitives. And all right, let's create a plane. Okay, drag and drop to create a plane in the view panel, in the perspective view panel. And I don't like the grid, so I usually turn this off. And make sure the plane is selected. If it's not selected, go to the select tool and select it. And after selecting the plane, go to the XGene, create a description. Okay, let's choose placing and shaping guides for this one. And this is description. Maybe we can call this description to O1. Okay, so this is O1. It doesn't support O1. We should rename it with a name, for example, disk O1. Okay, and in the collection call maybe O1. Okay, so description 1 in collection 1. Everything's at the default except for the control the primitives by placing and shaping guides, and just create. Perfect. Now let's talk about these upper icons, and this is called the XGene toolbar, by the way. The first one I'd like to talk about is this icon is called the add and or move guides. Okay, you can add or move guides using this tool. So if I just click on it, this kind of brush shape appear in this view. And if I click one with the left or with the middle, doesn't matter. If I click on the left, we will get a guide. Okay, if I created one guide, okay, and you can click this time, let's just choose middle. You can create two guides. Okay, let's just go back to the select tool to deselect this or to exit this tool, which is add or move guides. And if I just click on preview, we'll get the primitives, as you can see here. We should have at least two guides to see the primitives. If I, for example, select the guide here or this guide, doesn't matter. Okay, it will turn green. If I delete it, okay, if I just delete it and then press on preview, primitives disappear. So we should have two or more to see the primitives or to have primitives. So if I just click on add, I'll just add one more. Maybe this time I'll just create three. We have three guides. If I just click on preview or update the XGene preview, okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. We will get these primitives. To see where the primitive is, or to see where the guide influence, you can see this. This guide influence this area, this guide influence this area, and this guide influence this area. And to see it more clearly, if I just select the guide, right click on it, just guide control point, and let's just increase the shape of the control point, and let's just move it this way. Let's choose, okay, shape it very quickly. Okay, so this guide, okay, we just make a very extreme transformation to this or modification to this guide. And if I just click on the preview, as you can see, only these guides, as you can on the top view, these guides has been affected or influenced by only these primitives has been influenced by this guy. Okay, so to see this more clearly, we have an option here in the guides. They just display guide range of influence, as you can see. So this guide has the influence over this area, and this guide has influence over this area, as you can see here, and this guide has influence over this area. So if I play with this guy, so we will get that will have the most influence over this, and then it will gradually decrease influence. Okay, so you can see the influence, and if you want to see the influence only of one guy, just select that guy and deselect everything. Okay, select this guy here. Now we can see the influence only of this guide. Okay, if I select this guide here, we will be able to see the influence of that guy alone. And if I select our guide, you can see the influence, this circle. Okay, great. And if you want to move a guide, for example, I want to move this guide around. For example, I want to move this guide here. Here. Okay, just you have to click on this add or move guides. Then don't click anywhere because if you click anywhere with the left or with the middle mouse button, you'll create a new guide. But instead, make sure to press on the control button on your keyboard, then select the guide you want to move. Then this a small guide appears. Okay, and if I just show the guide selected, now if I just can move around. Okay, for example, I want to move the guide here, and if I just update the preview, so the influence also moved, the area where this guide has influence on, and also the guide itself usually move. Okay, so control left click is for moving, left click is for adding. Okay, control left click, moving a selected guide. You cannot move a guide with the move tool. Okay, you cannot move it around. Okay, it looks like it's locked. But if I control, make sure click on this tool, just add or move guide, and then control click on the guide you want to move, then you can just move it around to whatever position you it's okay. You can see a small guide, it's not the exact guide it looks like moving, but if as soon as you release the left click or the left mouse button, for example, as soon as you release it, then the guide will snap to that position. Okay, and okay, we have a couple of options to create a guide. As I told you before, left click or middle click, but they're a little bit different. If you just left click here, for example, you'll create a guide. As you can see, it conforms the shape between these two guides and this one, so you will get a shape like that. Okay, it's not the default small shape guide like that which we created before. If you want to create these default small guides, this time just don't press the left mouse button. You have to click on the middle mouse. Okay, now we will create the guide, and also we can see the area of the influence of that guide. Okay, very obvious. Okay, so if we just click on the update preview, we can see what we have now. Okay, so this is for this icon. Let's talk about the second one. This one is add or move guide. I think it's the fifth one on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the fifth one on the left. Let's talk about the first one, which is update Exchange preview. If we remove or clear the Exchange preview just for the preview sake, okay, and then click on update, so it looks like hiding and showing. Okay, and if we go to the options here, for example, we have update preview automatically, which is something I really use, because if I just click on this and go to the preview and change, for example, the lens, as you can see, it will update it automatically. So not just the lens, you can change the width, and for example, you can change the taper, and so on and so forth. Taper start, change. So okay, but if I turn the update automatically off, okay, we get something like that. And changing the lens, okay, doesn't appear to change because it doesn't update automatically. We have to click on this eye and you get a tick. It means that it is updated. And if you change it anything, for example, the width, we'll get some kind of warning and tells us we need to update to see the results. So just click on it. So if you have a lot of primitives in your scene and you don't want to update it automatically, maybe you're afraid of crashing or slowing down, things like that, you want to work a little bit faster, okay, or maybe you have a specific value, you know what you are doing or what you want exactly, so there's no need to test around. Just turn this off. Okay, I usually like to turn this on to see what I am doing, okay, very quickly. So that's really amazing. Okay, let's go to the preview. I'm gonna just turn the primitive color to something like red. Okay, really good. Okay, we can preview the current description only and can clear the current description only. Okay, so if we just click on this, the current description is clear. I just preview the current description. What if we have two descriptions? Let's just select this plane, just Control D, and just select this one. Okay, so we have this. Sorry, let's go to the outliner, select the plane 2, not plane 1. Okay, so if I click on this plane, select this plane, just go description and just create a description. Make sure it is inside the collection 1, but it's a description disk 02. Okay, and let's just choose the attribute controlled by expression, choose create. Okay, let's just give it some length, some width, and some taper start, maybe some bending. Sorry, not this one, maybe some bending and some bending here. Okay, very quickly. If we just go to preview output and choose primitive color, let's just choose something like green. So we have green primitives for the description 2. We have red primitives for the description 1. Okay, what if I just want to preview this one? I don't want to preview this. Okay, so the current description is description 2. So you can see it from this area, and there the menu, okay, above the Exchange toolbar. And inside collection 1 we have two description 1, description 2. It's dice. Okay, it's supposed to be disk. you want just to rename it, you can rename it here. Okay, I just rename it. I don't want to be picky, but I just want to be disk. Okay, just do it here. So enter. Now the name is also updated. Disk 1, disk 01, disk 02, which means description 1, description 02. Okay. In the description 02, I just want to see this. So just, for example, just hide, clear all the description. I just want to see description. So update only this current description. So just show this. As you can see, it doesn't update. Okay. Because I just told Maya to hide all descriptions. So all descriptions is hidden inside this collection. The second option. But I told Maya only preview the current description. Okay, so I just okay. So the current description is active. But I told Maya, okay, no, just preview all description, but only this collection. So just click on this. So all the description within this collection is being previewed. Very nice. What if we have two separate? We'll just select this one and choose Control D to create plane 3. And Control D to clone it. I'm gonna just move it here. Okay, maybe here. And so make sure to select it and go to descriptions, create description. Maybe disk 01. I would like to have a new collection. So collection 02, everything at the default, just create. Okay, we get something nice. Okay, something like that. Then after we got something like that, okay. So we've got 3 descriptions. We have description 1 and 2, which are inside collection 1, and we have got, let's just change the preview color for that one. Let's just change to something like yellow. Okay, we've got description 1 also inside the collection 2. Okay, what if I just want to update preview for the description 3? Okay, very simple, as I told you before. Preview current description only. Let's just hide, for example, clear all the collections. Now just show me this, or you can just say only hide this, hide show. Okay, you can just preview this. What if I want to preview, because this is the description 3, okay, what if I just want to show and hide all the description inside this collection? It's the same, because we have only one description. What if I want to see all the collections? Just clear all the collection and can preview all the collections. Very simple. Okay, very simple and straightforward. And also we have preview that select object only. If I just select the object, there's no need to go to this to see the okay, this is the correct description or not. Just select the object. Let's just choose select object only, hide it, show it. In fact, it shows that we have to select this. So show this. Okay, we can only see this for the selected object. Okay, and the beauty of this, if I just selected one guide, okay, even it's inside the description, if I just show me this, okay, it only shows for that description. So it doesn't matter to select whether this one or whether you want to select the guide, it will preview only that one. So whether you want to go by selecting the object or you want to go by these options. Okay, very simple and straightforward. These are for showing, these are for hiding. Okay, you can clear the clear cached archives. If you have archive, you can clear the caches from here. So okay, very simple. Okay, so let's talk about this one. If you just create a new description, if you select an object and click on this, we can create a new description. Whether you want inside collection 2, you can create a new event collection from this. So very simple. Okay, we have got the replace. This is one of the most useful tool in this toolbar. Replace with the selected faces. If I just select one of the planes, for example, just select this plane and just Control D. What if I want to have this plane? I would like to have this description, to duplicate this description into this plane. And to do this is very simple. Just select the plane. This is description 1, if you remember, inside collection 1. So go collection 1, description 1. Make sure to show this everything. If you get some kind of error, it's not an error, it tells you nothing is selected, yes, just turn these two options off. Okay, so you'll be able to see everything. Okay, now just select this, make sure it's on collection 1, description 1, because I want this red to be here also. Very simple. Go to click on this option here beside this, the fourth icon, and choose replace with selected faces. Okay, this is what we have. I selected this one, these faces, so just replace it. Bingo, we've got this. So we can design whatever you want. Select some faces somewhere, then you can copy to that. Okay, also we can say remove selected faces. If you don't want that, okay, no, I don't want that, just remove it. I want this one, so description 2, select this. Okay, remove selected faces. We don't have anything, so nothing, remove it. Replace with selected faces. Perfect. And the beauty of this, if you want to even to remove this, the original, just choose remove it. Okay, very quickly we remove this and we have this here. If I want to get it back here, just choose replace it. Okay, what if I want to have this also here? Just select, go to description 1, choose replace it. Okay, what if I want to only have red? So just choose remove it and remove it and choose replace it. Description 1, replace it. So what if I want to have this guy consists of all these three? Okay, first things first, select collection 1, description 2. Okay, let's just replace it. So, and choose description 1, choose remove it. Okay, I would like to have all three together here, so select this. We have description 2, let's just choose description 1, replace it. And this one, description collection 2, also description, it's called description 3, it's automatically rename it. We cannot have two description with the same name. Okay, choose replace it. So we've got how many disks? So we have all these three together. Okay, great. Also we have a few other options like removing. Okay, we talked about that. Binding, you can have if you have a ptex map with a black and white, usually you can specify which area you want. You can bind in using this the map. Okay, you can see also the binded faces this time, because we don't have a map. The whole face has been influenced by the primitive. So if I just go to select the bound faces, we got two faces. All the faces of these two objects will be selected. because these also have description 3. What if I just have collection 1, description 1? So this one and these two should be selected. So we just go to this select bounded. So these two selected. What about description 2? So this one and that one. Select. Very simple. So if you had the maps, we will be able to see only the areas where you have, for example, black or white. Okay, so that's it. We talked about the adding or moving guides. Also, we have something. Let's just go to collection 1, description 1, because specifically for the guide, can hide and show guides. So, for example, this is the guide. If you don't want to see the guide, let's just change the color to something like white. These the orange lines or curves other guides. If you don't want to see them, you can just hide them temporarily, or you can show them again. And you can select the guides, as you can see. If you want to turn the selectability of these guides, you can just click on this. Now you cannot select the guides at all. Okay, turn this on. Okay, you can select the guides again. Then you can, for example, changing the shape of the guide if you want. Okay, perfect. Just refresh it. You see that even just update automatically. If we change the shape of the guide, we should click on this to update it. Okay, so it will not be updated automatically. Only be updated automatically if we change some parameters in the primitive section. Okay, we just if you have this guide, and I want to mirror it, I just click on this. We'll just go back to the object mode, select the guide. If you want to mirror this guide, just click on it, this icon, which is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8th one from the left, or 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th one from the right. Then you can moving the guide, for example, go here, can just it's a little bit tricky to select. Okay, so I want just to select. Okay, so select it finally. It's a bit tricky to move it around. Okay, so just refresh it. We've got guides. Great. And also we have got a few more options, like for example, if you want to select the guides, or you want to select the face, just select the guide or the face. The face, the guide, the face. Okay, or you can choose this option, guide, the face. Select this, turn this off. This is supposed to be selecting the guy in the face. Okay, you can see flip selected between patches and the associated geometry. Okay, I usually don't use this option. Instead, if I want to select the patch or the associated geometry, you can like to use this. Okay, I was turned the selectability of that or this off, so I had to turn this on. Now you can see this very simply. Also, these two options. Okay, the last two options. This one is select primitives. If I select the primitive, turn this on. Now if I middle click, drag and drop, you can select the primitive. And this is very useful if you want to use the cooling features. Okay, when you turn the cooling on, and just select a few primitive with the middle click, drag and drop. Okay, that's the primitive, not the guide, the primitive. Now I can cool the selected. Now it will be hidden temporarily. can see. If you want to show what are the coolings, you can just display them temporary. The red ones are the cooled, and if you want to uncool them, just select this. Once it will turn to yellow, it means that they are selected yes cooled, and also selected can choose uncool. Okay, we talked about that in the last or the past lessons. Okay, also the last option or the last tool here, you can call selected primitive. Okay, can use call select primitive here, or you can just click on this one, just click view here, call it, okay, to turn green yellow, it means that they are cooled. I display off, so it will be hidden temporarily. You can work on these without seeing those. Then if you want to see them again, okay, you can just choose display, then select them and choose uncool. Okay, great, that's it.